Hello, YouTube. It is time for something that you have long awaited. It is now time for 1 versus 2000 Vivian in Zenless Zone 0. Thanks to the Oilers Zetherion, we are going to test M0 Vivian with Jane Doe to see her improvement from M0W1 up to M0W0 to M6W1. We are going to be testing a deadly assault, that way we can see the score. There is probably a better testing method, but it's going to be the simplest for our quick results that we are going to be doing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Time to get started. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Hail Zetherion. And in the background, we are going to be listening to Astra Yao's song. If you guys don't like Astra Yao's song, get bent. Yeah, no third support. That way we can keep it minimized to the difference being Vivian. Also, this is my first time playing Vivian. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there's a little bit of lag because we are on Asia server, and my computer is lagging now that I'm recording. This is a special part of the stream? Yeah. Y'all are special. We all know that you guys wear helmets when you go outside. Fluff. Yeah, we're going with Holy Robin Spider-Man. Holy Disorder Crocs. But also, we are nerfing the team to see maximum value on just Vivian's effect on a unit like Jane Doe. So yes, if we had a support here, it would be performing better. Before you say anything, random YouTube chatters. Also, you are going to have to deal with my poor play here. I apologize. This is not going to be perfect, but real-world scenarios are better than perfect play. Piper is not better than M6 Jane. She might be better than M0 Jane. Oh man, I'm gonna need to open up a notepad. Why are you sad, Predaga? You can quick swap Vivian, tap her skill, and she will do her skill even after swap to Jane. Okay. Alright, we need to pull out the notepad. Alright, notepad. M0W0. 33351. Oh, you can't set title? True. I don't have those permissions. Alright, reset. Alright, we go back and we get Jane. Actually, hold on. Let me exit. Combat option. Oh. I don't have a way to do presets? Okay. Alright, and now we switch to her Winjin, which gives us anomaly build-up rate, which is big. Vivian too strong with him? Yeah, I didn't want to test with other units. That way we can just get what the change is with just changing Vivian's mindscapes. What's good stats for Vivian? I'm not sure, because I haven't done a lot of theory crafting with Vivian in what her stats should be. Energy regen seems like a problem though. Cat, am I crazy or does her energy regen seem like a problem? Thanks, Lord. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat. When I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero, I kind of have to be locked in. Because even though it's just spam M1 and click the thing, when you're doing actual testing, you kind of have to pay attention to get the skills off in the right order. Holy Ably. No lull and good. So we have lull now. Holy Ably. I think her actual life range is pretty crazy. She's getting off her like anomalies way quicker. Wait, I think Vivian might have a little bit of an energy regen issue, but that might just be because I'm not running a third person. So that's probably more my fault than Vivian's fault. I actually don't know. I'm just going by complete feels right now. But she doesn't run out of her thing so quickly. I do think if we had a Yanagi or a Bernice here, we'd be doing a lot better. Because Jane is kind of slow on the build-up for anomaly triggers. The change to her signature weapon though was a massive increase, holy. Chat, did you all see how much of an increase that was? I want y'all to remember that our first one was 33. Perdwin hasn't been updated yet. So our first one was 3,300. This one was 40k. Alright, let's try M1 without the signature Wenjin. Normally I wouldn't do M1 versus the signature Wenjin, but just because of how big the difference was, I'm really curious. I'm not trying it with Miyabi to get better results. We're testing what the difference is between Jane and Vivian, because Jane is a good baseline character to test with. Because, yeah, Miyabi's just too strong if I test with Miyabi. Alright, so let's try M1 W0. Normally I wouldn't try M0 W0 or M1 W0 just because of... But the difference between the Wenjin was just so massive. I kind of need to see if her M1 is better than her W engine. For people who want to decide whether or not they want to hold the Wenjin or not. But so far, I think the W engine is probably the play. But we'll see. I'm getting a little beat up here. Congrats on the drop. It would have been nice for a 4-star with a W engine for the free-to-play experience. That's true, but I mean... Grace's Wenjin isn't too crazy of a difference between the 4-star options. At M5, or W5 anyway. Sorry, I'm a little locked in chat. I mean, if you start Jane with Hyper, you will still clear. Yeah, but this account doesn't have Hyper built. And I think using Jane, just so I don't have to think much, and we can see the difference between the two clears, is a little bit better for testing purposes. But I do agree with you, like if this was an M0 account, that would be the better test. But this has every character at M6, so I think Jane was just the most neutral unit that we could use. And it fulfills both their passives. Like if we use Miyabi, it doesn't fulfill Miyabi's passive. Also, I'm not crazy enough to just run the call, even though that's a probably go. Sarah is not a streamer? What are you talking about? Sarah now a streamer? Yeah. I'm a streamer. Hail Tectone, go to gamersubs.gg, use code BALDY at checkout, and buy some Happy Juice in a Gamersubs pack. Yippee, 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 yippee. Thank you for the follow, Cast and Muzumi. Okay, yep, it looks like if you're going for M1 or the Wenjin, you go for the Wenjin. Actually?
나와 파이터님의 시간을 낭비하지 마.
Holy angle. Alright, so, conclusion. I do think you go for W1 over M1. Why are you guys mad? What's going on? What is going on? Why are y'all mad? What is happening? Why are you guys going frick? Chat, why are y'all mad? Why are y'all mad at life? What did life do to you? Oh, you don't have a girlfriend, that's why you're mad at life? I'm sorry, chat. Damn. Damn. You don't have a stalker girlfriend like Vivian? Damn. Damn. Sorry chat, that was mean. I apologize. That was a low blow. Oh man, I'm gonna get banned on Twitch, guys. Oh man. Oh no. Wah. Predigot. Add wah. We need wah. We need wow right now. We need wah. Predigot, hurry. We need wah. Why do we not have wah?
나만 믿어. 못 도망쳐.
Yeah, I don't like her energy.
나와 파이터님의 시간을 낭비하지 마. 넌 시민에 닿은 거야. 걸리적거려. 이건 한 번만이야. 하나도 안 아파. 피해. 몰랐어? 내 치맛자락을 더럽히면 안 되는 거. 내 치맛자락 더럽히면 너.
Okay, this one I am getting my butt handed to me. Let's be so for real, for real.
마음에 들어?
I probably spent a little bit too much time on Vivian.
눈에 밟히나? 나만 믿어. 더러운 것.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just better to stay on Django.
파이터님, 부디 잘 봐주세요.
W tap.
지금부터 피날레 공연 시작.
Okay, yep. So noted. Spend less time on Vivian, more time on Django. That was a heavy misplay run. She is like Ether Bernice, yeah. Will I do story on stream? Probably not. Probably not. I heard it was good though. I gotta get through the last two stories.
출격 준비. 너 제가 파이터님의 초대를 거절할 리 없잖아요.
Alright, let's go to level 2. Stormy Night. Build-up rate is increased. Ooh. And all attribute ignore. Actually an insane mindscape.
안녕하세요. 이 비비안은 당신의 말에 따르겠습니다.
Is ZZZ gonna be my main game? No, Etheria Restart is going to be my main game. But I do play ZZZ. I never pull for Jane. Worth pulling Vivian. I do think you should pull. Well, do you play Yanagi? Because I'm about to test Vivian with all the two-man teams after this. Because the account is M6, so we're gonna test the two-man teams. Okay, the anomaly build-up rate for Vivian is kind of crazy. Etheria Restart, yep. If we get 300 subs, I'll start playing Epic 7. Please don't give me the 300 subs, I don't want to play Epic 7. That game will probably ruin my life. Just kidding. Epic 7 ruins lives. Look at what happened to Mr. Pokey.
남합니다. 더러운데? 지금부터 피날레 공
Chat Lulu, you're a boss. Luna versus Luna? Luna? What? Chat, y'all are talking about some stuff I don't know nothing about.
목도 많죠. 마음에 들어? 몰랐어. 내 치맛자락을 더럽히면 안 되는 거. 걸리적거리.
But yeah, she's a lot like Ether Bernice.
하나도 안 아파. 넌 심연에 닿은 거야.
Holy damage.
마음에 들어?
Okay, I should have switched to Jane Doe there.
파이터님, 부디 잘 봐주세요. 더러운
Holy. Okay, chat. The M2 is kind of crazy. Like, actually. Thanks for the follow, Booty. Should I get Vivian or Sharpen Stinger? I would get Vivian over the Winjin. Alright, let me look back in chat. If you have Yanagi, yeah, I would get Vivian. Also, chat, are we looking at this score? Hello, Maddie Stepstool. Welcome in. Why are you not watching Maddie? That's crazy. But chat, we are looking at this score, right? Respin goes so hard. What would be your full Vivian team? I'm not sure what the full Vivian team that I would run is. Probably Yanagi, Bernice, Vivian. But the jump from M2 is kind of crazy. Vivian M6 is, yes, but this is not my account. This is Zethrion account, where he has every M6 character. And we're doing some M0 to M6 testing, using Jane as our baseline. Alright, time for the M3. Alright, we don't care about the M3 upgrade because it's a stat upgrade. The raw stats. Basic attack will always crit. Okay, hold on. Wait. I don't think this is gonna be a big increase in her damage. But let's find out.
제가 타이터님의 이 비비안은 당신의 말을 따르겠습니다.
She's now main DPS? I don't know about that. Chat, her side? Yeah. She does have some side boobage.
나만 믿어. 많이 아파? 몰랐어. 내 치맛자락을
Is the Bangbu worth it? Yeah, the Bangbu is definitely worth it.
지금부터 피날레 공.
It might be a little bit alive.
하찮은 수작이네. 눈에 박히네. 방심하지 마. 하늘이 안 아파. 많이 아파? 나와 파이크님의 시간을 낭비하지 마. 너 사냥감은
They changed so many Ian voices? Oh, yeah? There was like 3 of them, I think.
피해. 이건 한 번만이야. 못 도망쳐. 걸리적거려. 나만 믿어. 착하는 수작입니다. 파이터님, 부디 잘
We
봐주세요.
might die here.
하나도 안 아파. 넌 심연에 닿은 거야.
There's no global passive in this game. Okay, so that wasn't a big improvement. I think the M2 and the W1 are the biggest improvements for her. At least so far. Is it out? Oh, the Fall Guys event? Nice, nice, nice. M4 W1. That was 4,200, so not really an improvement. And that was mainly my skill issue there. I do think M2's the big jump. But that's also probably because we weren't on field with her a lot. Alright, Jane, Vivian.
안녕하세요, 파이터님.
Alright. Time to go all in, chat. All in, Vivian.
제가 파이터님의
Alright,
초대를
and now we are going to start also testing Vivian with every DPS. As well as the M6W1. Now, we're not main DPS Vivian. We may change Vivian to attack 6 cost when we start the testing with all the other units.
이번 한 번만요. 나만 믿어. 많이 아파? 빠르게 가자. 몰랐어? 내 치맛자락을 더럽히면 안 되는 거. 너 사냥감은 너야.
Thanks for the follow, I didn't know anymore.
걸리적거려. 기회를 놓치지 마. 방심하지 마. 하나도 안 아파. 더러운 분이네. 이번 한 번만요.
Goon. Oh, wow.
넌 심연에 닿은 거야.
Holy chat. Chat, why are you so emotional today? Not that I don't appreciate it. I love when chat emotes fans. Why?
눈에 거슬려. 야, 폭탄은 수작이네. 너
Holy M6. Let's promote Sarah on OT's D7 Orlos, so they will force Sarah to play. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
몰랐어? 내
Hello,
치맛자락을 걸어서는
Sangha.
안 되는 거. 많이 아파? 하나도 안 아파? 많이 들어?
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna give an extra 2000 score to the M6. Because if I wasn't being dumb and actually triggered the chain attack, we could have got there. Alright, so... this is about what we're looking like. So let's pull out the spreadsheet. Time to do some documentation. Google Sheets. Okay. Undo. Undo. Alright. 33, 51, 40991. M1 wasn't really a change. M2 was a change. 47051. M4 there wasn't really a change. Now, should I test this multiple times? Yes. Will I? No, because that would take way too long. We'll just keep that at 40991. M4, we will say, is the same as M2. But that's also just in a two-man team for the effectiveness of her boogity boogity woogity woogity woes. Okay. Now we could definitely 60k this Deadly Assault. Also, the M1 might be more effective if we didn't have a buff building up the anomaly buildup, right? Percent change. Calculator. Chat, do you know if Pridwin is up? Also, thanks for the follow. It's not too official. How's it going? Good morning, Hilo Toxic. Alright. Alright. Let's put percentages. And then into 41. Okay. So now let's put these. Okay. And then last one. And then move the decimals. Alright. Alright, chat. I'm about to pull up something on screen. Let me. Boom. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, chat. Sorry, chat, I wasn't looking at y'all. I think the weapon is better than the M1, but if you want to go for the M1, you can. I just recommend the weapon, especially over the 4-star options. Add window capture. Select the window. Image. Alright. Whoa, no, it's above Lake. There we go. Alright, chat. So this is what we got from testing Vivian. So I would recommend the W1 over the other options. Also, that was our testing. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on the video, chat. Also go to gamersubs.gg, buy Happy Juice, and use code Baldy at checkout, or use code Pokey if you're from Pokey's chat. Bye-bye!